All right, let's talk about some ninjas because the ninjas got some pretty cool abilities. So let's get right into it. All right, just going down the list. Let's look at Blazing Yuri or Yuri. I don't know, guys. I'll be honest. I don't know. This is clearly for the ninja mirrors, which is it's nice to have, especially for a blitz or even a CC deck. Honestly, if Phi is going to be still huge in the meta, which I think he will, this might be good for your 5v5 decks because it gets +4 on links 4 or higher, so you can block for 5 there. That's pretty great. If you just want to be more of the, I'll just defend your big turn and send my big turn at you, that would be the way. You do obviously sacrifice Tunic or the Blossom of Spring or whatever resource that you were using. But if you're the type that brought in the Draconic chess piece in that matchup, then Blazing Yuri is probably better. So this card, I think, is playable. It's probably a little bit more niche, but it is playable. So pretty good. Terran Shuko. This is another commoner one. This helps for the Crouching Tiger type decks. Obviously, the Tiger Stripe Shuko is better in so many ways, but this one you can at least block with, and it still uses effect. Where Tiger Stripe Shuko just had Blade Break. But you're going to run Tiger Stripe Shuko. Trust me on that one. I'm sure you already know. Tiger Swipe, 0 for 2, except it's really not because let's get into it. Combo, if Crouching Tiger was the last attack this combat chain, this has +2 and gains Go Again, so 4 Go Again. And when this hits, creates X Crouching Tigers in your banish zone, where X is the number of Crouching Tigers you control. You may play them this turn. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's get right into it. Where's the damn thing? There he is. Crouching Tiger. Just Go Again, right? 0 for 0. Doesn't pitch, doesn't block. Let's Go Again. All right. There's so many ways we can make these, right? All we need is one pump, and these tigers go off, right? So Art of War can do that. There's another card we'll get into that can do that. This is the type of deck that you make your Crouching Tigers, you come in, once you hit, if you're Katsu, once you hit with the first one, you go find Tiger Swipe, and you just kind of hold on to like a Razor Reflex, or your breaking skills, or whatever, what have you, to give that little Ancestral Empowerment, give that little boost if they try to like double block here, to give that boost to be able to get over and make even more Tiger Swipe Shuko and basically end the game. That is what Tiger Swipe allows you to do. It has combos, so we can search up with Katsu's ability. It is just overall a great card. So this now is obviously only played if you're running Crouching Tigers. And so you got to play Katsu, or you got to play Benji, or what have you, but you have to play these Crouching Tigers. So if you're not doing that, this card means nothing to you. And the thing is, that's kind of the way these ninjas are, because we'll get into our next one here. At the start of your turn, destroy Mind State of Tiger, create a Crouching Tiger in your hand. It's a 0 for 3, which is good for Kodachis because it's a blue pitch. Yeah, it's just another card that puts a tiger in your hand. Now, here's the deal. A lot of cards we'll go over, don't put them in hand, but instead put them in banish zone. This one, putting it in the hand, allows you to use Art of War and banish that one, because it's like a free card in your hand. I mean, now you have a 5-card hand, so now you can play your Art of War, banish that tiger, and then draw 2 cards and give the pump out. That's pretty great. That's really what you want to see. But maybe you have this other card in the hand, and you don't even need to necessarily do an Art of War, because this one, War of the Tiger, yellow pitch, 0, blocks for 3. Create a Crouching Tiger in your hand, so that does another thing. And then Crouching Tigers you control gain +1 this turn. And it has to go again. This is obviously an action. Okay, so now we're seeing this. It's really with the ninja cards here. They're really saying, hey, if you want to play with these new cards, you got to build it in a certain way. The old Katsu, We haven't seen them in a long time, right? So does this put Katsu into the tier decks? I don't think so. I'm going to be honest. I really don't think so. We've done some testing with it, but I just don't see enough Tiger support right now to justify, or enough Tiger creations to justify it. I think it's better in Blitz. I think Benji and Katsu and Blitz could use this, but even then, I'm not sure on the consistency of it. There's can be some bomber hands and some just some dud hands, basically. So, we might see something get a little bit more polished in Blitz. We might see these cards start getting used in Blitz, but I think that's where its home is. I don't think its home is in CC. If you have a list out there in CC, I would love to look at it and try it out. But yeah, I'm not seeing it as of now. But these cards, if you go in the Crouching Tiger route, are very good. Mind-Seated Tiger is just a block that if you have it on your first turn, you just play that out. Call it good, Otherwise, it blocks for 3, pitches for blue, and it's a 0 cost, so you could actually get going. So it's an include as well. All right, next up, Flex Claws. 1 for 4. That's meh. But if it hits, you create a Crouching Tiger in your Banish Zone, and it has to go again. It's a solid card. I think you actually play it. If you are Katsu, you play the red version. If you're Benji, you play the blue version, which will hit, assuming that you're being careful with Benji, because it does fall under that 2 power, so it gets in a free hit, which gets into a free Tiger, which can be very good when you played War of the Tiger previously, to give all your Tigers pumps. All right. Sorry that I know in my spoiler videos I was saying Blessing of Ki. I know now it's Blessing of Chi. Blessing of Chi, it's a blessing, so it's the start of the turn sort of deal. So it's an aura. You destroy it, create a Crouch Tiger. It gains +3. You may play it this turn. I'm still very mad on this. I don't like this blessing. I still don't really think gets it. Maybe the blue and yellow for like Benji, and you just kind of play this at the end of the chain. But the fact that it costs 1, I think, is really what makes it not so great. Because you can't even pitch it for Kodachis either. So I don't think you are playing Blessing of Chi, quite honestly. Now, Pouncing Chi, that's a whole nother story. It gets a little buff if you're doing some Crouching Tigers. It's a 0 for 3 or a 0 for 4 with Go Again. I think that's pretty cool. And it blocks for 3 on top of it all. So that's a good card. I don't see a downside with it if you're playing the Crouching Tiger version. You can play yellow and blues in, well, I guess you probably mostly just play blues in Benji. All right, so now let's go Chi Unleashed. This one I'm not huge into. This becomes a 2 for 7, but it doesn't have Go Again. So this is like a chain ender. I don't know. I feel like we can put different attack actions in that spot instead. So I'm not huge on the Chi Unleashed. Almost did it again. All right, now this card, obviously this card is necessary in all 3 versions, all red, yellow, and blue. Predatory Streak, create 3 Crouching Tigers, and then you can keep playing them. Yeah, this is your Tiger generator. Now, my qualms with it, as I was saying before, I wish we had more. I really do. Right now, we have the 3 Predatory Streaks, we have Flex Claws that create them, and then we have Mind Stay and War of the Tiger. And that's it. And that's why when you're playing a CC deck that has 60 cards in it, it's going to be hard to kind of find those cards all together, even with Katsu's ability. That's why I think in Blitz, when it's 40 and things are a little bit more condensed, it's a bit easier. It could really work better that way. Katsu's really nice because you can just find Tiger Swipe after the first hit. But Benji's really nice too because these Tigers become unblockable. On top of that, Spring Tidings works pretty well with all these Crouching Tigers. So I think both ninjas get a blitz bump. I would say that they get the blitz bump, but not so much the CC. But yeah, there's the ninjas.